Oh my gosh, could you stop talking for 5 seconds? Okay, here comes Devin. What you guys could be doing in the room in the meantime is just rereading the story so it's in your brain while we're waiting for people to come in. Hi, Devin. Do you wear your coat at home too? I thought it was just in my room. All right. So I've got Haley, Maddie, and Georgia. Good morning.
Good morning.
Here comes Kiara. I did, because I am learning how to use something. Because yesterday I was trying to use the big board to write and type, and it was a total disaster. So we're going to try something different today. Because, you know, yeah, I squib. So it's purple. All right. Good morning, everybody. I already have the kids in the room, have their page set up. Hold on. Let me let Justin in. So you're going to split your screens today. You're going to open up the 11 text. When you open up the 11 text, it'll ask you to open with something. I would suggest if you want to write on the text to open it in Cami, otherwise just open it in Google Docs. And you're going to have that on half your screen. And then the other half of the screen, you need to open up the 11 document that says claim evidence paragraph.
Go to like draw on it, you're gonna say Miss Jost has not given you permission to
Well, I don't understand. What are you saying to me? I thought you were able to open it with Google Docs or with Cami.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then if you were to like, if you want us to annotate, we have to make our own copy.
Oh, okay. So then don't worry about annotating. I'll do the annotating, I guess.
I did make my own copy.
Okay. If you did that, great. If not, whatever. Okay. So folks out in Zoom land, I've kind of moved you off my screen so I could have more screen space on the page. Okay. If you need me, you're going to have to turn your mic on and tell me what you need to tell me. Okay. Because I kind of moved that thing off the page. So this is kind of an important lesson today. We're going to be working on writing our first claim evidence paragraph together. A claim evidence paragraph could also be known as a thesis proof statement. If you're in the room, turn your Chromebook away from you because none of you are paying attention. You're all playing with your Chromebook. See how you are? Thank you very much. All right. So basically, you're asked a question. You're going to make a topic sentence, write a topic sentence for a paragraph, right? Where you make a claim, you state a claim, you answer the question. Okay. And then everything else in the paragraph has to prove that claim. And you have to use evidence or quotations from the text. Okay. So we're going to be switching back and forth between the graphic organizer and the text to try to find the answers. Okay. At first, in the first part of when we start doing these, everybody needs to do a graphic organizer. We're going to do this first one together. The graphic organizer is not the paragraph. The graphic organizer is the plan for the paragraph. Okay. So there's a couple of steps. As you get better and as you do more of these, many of you will be able to do this without using the graphic organizer. Some of you won't. Some of you will go all year still needing the graphic organizer, and that's okay. All right. Just depends on how your brain works. Okay. I prefer not to use a graphic organizer myself, but I have to teach it. So here we go. All right. So the first thing that I'm going to do, you could keep your, those of you at home, it's going to be a little cumbersome because you're going to have to go between my screen and your screen back and forth. So I don't know how you're going to set that up at home, but you'll have to figure that out. I'm going to make the graphic organizer right now my whole page so that we could take a look at what it looks like and what the question is. Okay. So this is the graphic organizer. It actually, I think, is 6 boxes. Okay. Our claim evidence paragraphs has several parts, and I've kind of color coded them in the boxes. So the claim statement or the focus statement is where you actually make your claim, how you're answering the question. Okay. I've colored that blue, and also your concluding sentence is colored blue because they basically do the same thing. They make the claim. Okay. They wrap it. It goes circular, right? And then after your claim statement, you need a detail from the text. So you're going to quote directly from the text, which I've color coded in red. Okay. And then the next thing you're going to do is analysis of detail number 1. Do not get hung up on this word analysis. It's a big fancy word. All it means is to analyze something. You're just going to explain in a sentence or two how the quote that you picked up here proves the claim that you made to answer the question. Okay. And then you're going to do it all over again, but you need a different quote from the text. So you need 2 pieces of evidence in every paragraph. Okay. Why? Because New York State says so. I'm serious. Okay. So I've color coded the detail, the quote directly from the text red, just like I did for the first one. And then you're going to analyze that quote and tell me how that quote proves your claim. Right. And then the concluding sentence. Hold on, I gotta pull up the Zoom people. I don't know where they went. Zoom people, where are you? Here you are.
I have a question.
Yeah?
Did you,
Okay, hold on 1 second, because I got you on the wrong thing. Hold on 1 second. I gotta turn the volume down on the briefing board. Hang on, otherwise you can't understand. Oh. Settings, right? I think settings.
Or you could
Settings.
the button.
Yeah, I know, that wasn't working, so. Okay, who's ever talking to me? Try again.
hello?
Hello? Who's talking to me?
Madison.
Madison, go ahead. What's your question, honey?
Were you screen sharing?
I am screen sharing, yes.
Because it's not showing on my screen.
Okay, so I did say that earlier. I am screen sharing so you can see what I'm doing as I'm doing it, but you're also going to have to work on your split screen. So what I would do is I would minimize the Zoom, I would open up the Zoom so that you can see the screen sharing while I am sharing the screen and giving instruction. And then when you need to, because you're going to have to go back to the graphic organizer to do some typing in a little bit, you'll have to open that up. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, it's going to be hard when you are remote on these days. I have to be honest. I'm a bit nervous about this because this is complicated stuff for 6th graders to begin with. And some kids struggle with this just to begin with. Learning it in distance is going to make it even more challenging. So I will go as slow as necessary. People at home, you're going to have to tell me if you need me to slow down a little bit. Okay, but you're going to have to go between my split shared screen at home and your documents. Does that make sense, guys?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So that's a good question, honey. This is not ideal by any means. Okay. And we're all just going to have to be patient with everybody. And I'll probably lose my patience first. So, I'll try to keep it under control, but my Italian crazy lady might come out every once in a while. All right. So I'm going to put my screen share back up, my full screen back up, because well, what are we doing, Miss Jost? I just wanted to explain the graphic organizer, right? Whenever we do paragraphs, claim evidence paragraphs, the graphic organizer is going to be set up this way. Okay, every one of them for every question. When we move into essays, it's going to be very similar. It's just going to be labeled differently. Okay. All right. So we are working with the story 11. And the directions say a symbol is a person, place, or thing that stands for something else. For example, a heart shape is often used as a symbol of love. In a well-written claim evidence paragraph, identify the central symbol in 11 by Sandra Cisneros. Okay, I am going to highlight that sentence on my copy. Why? Because that's what you have to do. Okay, so one, you're writing a claim evidence paragraph. That's what you're doing. Bella, I didn't tell you to turn that around yet. I know, but right now I need you paying attention. Two, that's where the question is. Identify the central symbol in 11 by Sandra Cisneros. So we have to identify the symbol. And we talked about that for the last couple of days. Then it says, explain what you think the symbol stands for. Oop, I better highlight that too, because that's more information that I need to do. I got to explain it. Okay, and then it says, be sure to cite 2 pieces of evidence and write in proper paragraphs. So I'm going to highlight 2 pieces of evidence. Maybe I'll highlight that here. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? In a well-written claim evidence paragraph, I'm going to highlight that in yellow. Since I got highlighter, I can do all kinds of crazy things. So the stuff in yellow is telling me how I have to do it, right? Okay, I need to write a well-written claim evidence paragraph. I need 2 pieces of evidence. Right?
I have a question.
Go ahead. Who's talking to me?
Haley,
Go ahead, Haley.
are we supposed to be seeing your screen or something, or are we just listening?
I just went through this with Madison, honey. Okay, I am sharing my screen, and I think I've tried to say this at least 2 times. When you are at home, this is going to be a little more challenging for you because 1, you need your split screen with the text and your graphic organizer that you're going to be writing in. Number 2, you're going to need to go between your screen and the Zoom screen. So right now I am highlighting things on my screen to share with you my thought process and how to attack a question. So do you have the little Zoom icon on the bottom of your screen, honey? The little camera in blue?
Yes.
Okay, click on that and you should be able to see my screen. Do you see it? Hello? Do you see it?
No.
No.
Okay, well, I am sharing the screen. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. I know. Hold on, I know what I did wrong. Hold on, give me a second. Come on. Why can't I get there? All right, hold on a second. I know what I did wrong. It's my fault. I'm bad. Why can't I pull this up? Hold on, give me a second.
It's just,
Yeah.
I'm able to see the Zoom thing.
Where?
On the bottom of my screen.
Yeah, okay, hang on a second. Because you know what? I gotta let some more people in. Akeem and Maddie. Okay, and then I forgot to share my screen here. That's the one I always forget. All right, wow, okay.
It
Well,
worked, finally.
okay, my fault, I admit it, sorry. I am not Mrs. Price, I admit when I'm wrong. Right, Mrs. Price from the story. Okay, sorry about that, guys. So now when you click on the little blue icon, you should be able to see my screen.
Thank you.
My apologies, my bad.
It's good.
All right, my apologies. There's so, guys, you have to understand, there's like 5,000 things Mrs. Jost has to do just to get this to go. All right, so let me back up. Beep, 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 back up. I have made the graphic organizer my whole screen right now to look at. I'm gonna back up again for the people at home, okay? And I apologize. So this is our graphic organizer. I think you heard me saying how it has 6 boxes and it's all color coded, right? Unless you're Akeem who just came in. what we're going to have to do is read the directions, which I was kind of in the middle of doing. So it gives us a little information first. A symbol is a person, place, thing, or idea that stands for something else. For example, a heart shape is often used as a symbol of love. And then it says, in a well-written claim evidence paragraph, which we're going to learn how to do, identify the central symbol in 11 by Sandra Cisneros. Explain what you think the symbol stands for. Be sure to cite 2 pieces of evidence and write in proper paragraph format. So what I did was I highlighted in yellow how we have to do the paragraph, right? We're going to write a claim evidence paragraph with 2 pieces of evidence. We have to have that, right? Why? Because New York State says so. Okay. And then in blue or teal, I've highlighted what the question is and what we have to answer. So it's telling us to identify the central symbol in 11 by Sandra Cisneros and explain what we think the symbol stands for. Make sense? Okay. So we need to take this part of the task, identify the central symbol in 11 by Sandra Cisneros, and come up with what's known as a claim statement to put in our graphic organizer. So we need to turn the question around into an answer. So TTQA. So without even discussing what the answer is, can somebody turn that around for us? Alex, what do you think? Well, what other information do I have in the question that I probably should use in my answer? You're very close. The central symbol in 11. No, what other information do you have that's kind of important to a story? What about the author? Okay, so don't type anything yet. Let's just watch this, and I'll keep this up on the screen when you guys are doing. So we're going to just start off, and this is our claim statement. The central symbol in, not yet, I just said that, 11 by Sandra Cisneros is. Okay. Now, notice that I've turned the question around. Please notice that the name of the story is in quotation marks and capitalized at the beginning, because that's how you probably write short story titles. Okay. Please notice that Sandra Cisneros is capitalized because it's a name and it's a proper noun. There's a guy blowing snow outside with a leaf blower. That's crazy. So we're just like a little distracted in the room. All right, now we talked the other day and yesterday about what the central symbol in this story is. So the object that is the central symbol is what? The red sweater. Okay, so the central symbol in 11 by Sandra Cisneros is the red sweater. Period. Okay, I have done the first part of my claim statement. This has 2 parts, so I need to look at the next part. Explain what you think the symbol stands for. We talked a lot yesterday and the day before about how the symbol stands for many different things, right? Like her feelings, her unhappiness, her immaturity. It does not matter to Mrs. Jost which one we pick. We just need to pick one that we can prove easily. So if anybody out in Zoom land wants to chime in and give me an idea, what do we want to say the central symbol stands for in this story?
This is Jost. I can barely hear you.
Yeah, because we got somebody doing snow blowing out the window because, you know, life goes on.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll talk a little louder. Oh, peace out.
No, I'll put my ear up to the mic, the thing that the
Okay, is that Justin? I think he's done, but I'm not sure. Can you hear me a
You
little
could
better
just
now?
put in headphones. Big
All right, or
brain.
you can put in headphones. All right, so we
I could
decided
hear
to
you.
decide as a
It's just
group.
like it's very quiet.
Okay, I don't know what to tell you other than put earbuds in. Okay, if you need me to repeat something, I will. Okay, you just gotta let me know. All right, so because I do have my mic on, I did do that. Okay, so we need to decide as a group for first period what we want to say the central symbol in this story is. Doesn't matter to me. Bella, what's your idea? Her feelings. Her feelings? Okay, that's fine. So now we need to take this part up here and turn this around. What do you think the symbol stands for? So I'm going to start with the symbol stands for, or instead of the symbol stands for, I know what the symbol is, so I could say the sweater or the red sweater. The red sweater stands for whose feelings? What's her name? Rachel. Thank you, Carl. Rachel's feelings. And what are her feelings throughout the story? Okay, feelings of unhappiness. Okay, would everyone agree that this answers the question? Okay, so let me just read it because I like to proofread, make sure I did everything right. The central symbol in 11 by Sandra Cisneros is the red sweater. The red sweater stands for Rachel's feelings of unhappiness. Do we agree with that? I'm admitting the same two people again. They probably keep getting backed up. All right, so now, my little friends, what you are going to do, and I will put this back up on the screen share, but you guys, your screen looks something similar to this right now if you are looking at your screen and not my shared screen, correct, guys at home? So in your graphic organizer document, your document, you need to copy down those two sentences in the claim statement box for yourself. So you need to type now. So I will share to make this bigger. So it's there for everybody. You guys can turn your Chromebooks around and start typing. If it's easier for you, well, I'm not gonna say anything. So guys at home, I'm not sure how you're going to manipulate your screens, but you have to be in your copy of the graphic organizer and you need to copy this information down. Does that make sense? Somebody out there tell me it makes sense.
Makes sense.
Okay, thank you. We're good. All right. And then you gotta let me know when you're ready to move on. I do not like the fact that my timer goes away. 8:24. We got a little time. Yeah, you can type it. Pierre Brooker, are you typing while you're laying in bed?
Yes.
You are, okay, because I see you going like this, but I don't see you typing. I like your headboard. Got a little heart on it. If you are a quick typer, or typist, I should say, and you get that and you have proofread your typing, then what I need you to do is to go and look in the story 11 in the text itself and try to find some evidence that proves that statement. If you finish typing first. So Akeem, I noticed that you got booted out a couple of times and you came in a little bit late. Could you turn your mic on and talk to me for a second, please? Akeem. I don't know if he's there. Madison, could you turn your mic on and talk to me for a second, please? Because you got booted out a couple of times too.
Yeah.
Okay, you're there. Okay. So do you know what we're doing, honey?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Are you getting kicked out on your end, it seems like?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Okay, because I think I had to let you in like 3 times already. Okay, that's okay. Just as long as you keep coming back to me, that's good. So in a normal year, you would be writing all this and kids would be whining by the time they were done because they had to write. Madison Cook, why are you on my screen? You're scratching on my screen. Let me check something. There are 11 chats. Justin, to answer your question about your quote number 3, you will have to do that on your time. Okay, I'm going to need a thumbs up when you are ready, so I know. So people out in Zoom land, if you can give me a thumbs up, I would appreciate it.
Thumbs up.
You should be looking, okay, Maddie, Haley's good.
Where's the rest of y'all?
Kiara's good.
I didn't get to put in the reason why because I just now finished.
Did you copy both these sentences in your graphic organizer?
Yes.
Okay, then you're ready. Georgia, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, Justin, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, Madison, you ready?
Yeah.
Haley was ready, Kara's ready.
Akeem,
Devin, are you ready? Did you copy both these sentences in your graphic organizer? Okay, Akeem, are you there? Akeem, are you there? Okay, I don't know where Akeem went. All right. So the next thing we need to do is we need to prove and go find evidence in the text of what we just said. We are saying that the red sweater symbolizes Rachel's unhappiness in the story, right? Okay, I am going to, on my screen, I'm going to, if it will allow me, pop the text up all the way. All right, this is the hard part, ladies and gentlemen. You need to find proof, and your proof needs to match our statement. It needs to help answer the question. So go, and I'm not doing this part. You guys have to do this part, okay? Go and find somewhere in the text where it shows that the sweater represents her unhappiness, or where it just tells us that she's just so unhappy. There's a bunch of places. She's not a happy camper in this story, unfortunately. Oh, okay. You're back, Akeem. I see that you're here now. I was just checking to see if you had that information down in the graphic organizer. And also, I know that you got bumped in and out. If you even knew what we were doing. Okay. Justin needs to enter again. Jeepers. All right. Anybody have any ideas about where in the text it tells us or shows us that the red sweater symbolizes her unhappiness? Bella, what's your idea? What page are you on?
I am on page,
Well, the first page with the picture is 149.
so like the third page down.
So page 150 is the one with the sweater on it. The next page?
Yes.
Okay, where on this page?
Bottom of the page.
Bottom of the page. Okay.
All of a sudden, I'm crying in front of everybody. I wish I was invisible, but I'm not. I'm 11 and my birthday, and it's my birthday today, and I'm crying like I'm 3 in front of everybody.
Thank you, Kaden, for that interpretation. Okay, is everybody okay if we use that? Let me see if I could figure this out. Watch this. I don't know what I'm doing, but we're going to try anyway. All right, so you started here. All of a sudden, I'm crying in front of everybody. And I wish I was invisible, but I'm not. I'm going to stop right there, underlining. Okay. Would everybody agree? Oh, let me ask it this way. Is there anybody that disagrees that we can't use that as proof? Are we good? Okay.
Yes, you're good.
I think we're good. All right. Now I'm going to go back to this is good stuff. Let me just tell you. Okay. So now I'm going to go back to my copy, and I don't know if however you guys want to do this is fine with me. If you want to wait until I write everything out, or if you're going to write with me. But here's the thing. We have to quote directly from the text, which is what we're going to use the part that we underlined, okay? But also, listen to me carefully. All of you in the room are playing on your keyboard and not listening. And I'm pretty sure the people at home are too, because if you guys are doing it, they're doing it. Okay, this is kind of important. The more work and the more information you put on your graphic organizer, the easier your paragraph will be to write. Let me say that again. The more information you guys put on your graphic organizer, the easier your paragraph will be to write when you go to write your paragraph. Why are you looking at me like I have two heads, Bella? You're like, hmm? Okay, so you remember those transition phrases? Okay. Right, okay. So let me see, somebody's chatting with me, so I gotta check that out. Okay, Georgia, I hope that was just an error. I don't know what that means. Okay, so actually, let's just do this. So the proper way to do a quotation is this. You need quotation marks. So the quotation mark, you have to hold the shift key down and hit the key next to the enter key, and you will get a quotation mark. That's the only way to do a quotation mark. Now, we are not starting at the beginning of a sentence with our quote, are we? No, so we have to indicate that something came before that. So we're going to hit the period key 3 times, 1, 2, 3. That is called an ellipsis. It indicates that something has come before, okay, that you are not using. And then we're just going to copy the text. All of a sudden, I'm crying in, I don't know what it says because I can't see it. So let me see if I can move this over. There we go. Crying in, oh, that didn't stay. Front of everybody. Oh my goodness, now you can see my bad typing skills. Period. I wish I was invisible, but I'm not. Okay, end quote. So I'm gonna pop this up full screen for those of you that need it. So in your first detail box, we're quoting directly from the text. So that means you need quotation. So when you get to the end of that sentence, you need to have an ending quotation mark. Okay? So you're going to hit the shift key and the key next to the enter key. Quotation marks come in pairs. You cannot have one quotation mark at one end and not at the other. You have to complete it. I always think of a quotation mark, and I would draw on the board if I could, but I can't, as a sock and a shoe for each foot, right? Because if you look, a quotation mark has 2 little, I don't know, little marks, right? So there's a sock on the left and a shoe on the right. That's for your left foot. And then you have another one over here, a sock and a shoe over here. That's how I read. That's a little trick to remember that. All right. Everybody in the room good to go? Okay, people in Zoom land, could you check in with me and give me a thumbs up when you have that copy? Thank you, Haley. Thank you, Kiara. Thank you, Georgia. Maddie, Devin. Hello? Out there in Zoom land. Devin's scaring me. Dude,
I'm
you're
almost
scaring us.
done.
I'm going to take that as a yes. Turn your video off because you're scaring all of us. All right. Maddie, I don't know if I heard from you. Are you ready to go?
I'm almost done.
Almost done. Okay. I think I lost some people. I lost a lot of people. Justin's gone. Okay, Maddie, give me a thumbs up when you're ready, honey. The rest of us, we need to think of a sentence that explains how our quote, all of a sudden I'm crying in front of everybody, I wish I was invisible, but I'm not, explains that the sweater represents her unhappiness. Okay, when I said you need to be thinking, I meant think in your own brain right now. You too, Devin, you need to be thinking in your own brain. How does that quote explain things? If we keep using the chatting for nonsense, I will turn that feature off. Folks at home. Okay, Maddie, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we need to do, okay, Devin, I'm gonna stop your video right now. There you go. Ha! Ha! Oh, look at your teeth, dude. All right, so I don't think we have a whole lot of time, right? Is it 8:38 or something?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not gonna bother because this is a little bit tricky and it might take more than the 3 minutes that we have left in class. But let me just review what we did. We looked at the question. We highlighted the important information in the question or the task, right? We came up with a wonderful claim statement. Oh my goodness, it took 2 sentences to do it. Oh, hark. Okay. Then what we did is we went and we were little detectives and we found some proof in the text and quoted the text so that it proves our statement, our claim statement. Tomorrow, we're going to pick up and we're going to explain it, find another piece of text, explain that, and then a concluding sentence. And then we have to actually type the paragraph. Okay? So those of you in Zoom land, if you owe me any work, because Friday's the last day of the first 5 weeks of the second quarter, please get it done. Okay? We will continue this tomorrow. Anybody in Zoom land have questions for me? All right, then I'm going to end this meeting. Have a lovely day.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for coming. All right, now I gotta stop sharing. I thought I ended the meeting. Why is this stuff still here?